Okay, Ride Home with Auntie Part 2. I felt like it was important for me to finish. And what I had to say couldn't be just 10 minutes. So guess what? I'm coming with you with the part 2 of Auntie Ride Home with Auntie. Okay? So let me finish. So I left off the last video saying that I was living in my car for 3 months. And when everything turned around, it wasn't the therapy though. The therapy helped. It was a tool. It helped me to at least feel like I'm talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? I felt like there was people that could help me and they wasn't. I felt like and there was people that could have and didn't. And I still had to find it in my heart to forgive them. You know what I'm saying? And I just hit a very, very low moment. And this would not be the first time I've experienced a very low moment and where I lost everything. This will be the second time. So, and at 51, I'm losing everything again. Like, dang, what is wrong with me that I can't seem to get up on the good foot? God, yo, I quit my job. I stepped out on faith, and I don't regret it, but I stepped out on faith to leave that job. I thought maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't the best thing. And I blamed myself, and I had a Job moment. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my brothers and to the young men that I'm talking to, if they see this, stick in there. I had a Job moment. And it was a spiritual attack that I didn't realize was a spiritual attack until I got out of it. You understands me? So, I kind of touched it because it seemed like my picture is dim, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, but it began to turn around right about October. Right about the time that I used my EAP, I began to use the resources that I had around me. And while I was going through this, y'all, I found out there were certain people that did. I literally did videos like saying that I feel this type of way, and I don't regret doing the video. You know, you go to Instagram, you'll probably see it if they still have it up there. But I really kind of, I'm standing outside of the QT gas station waiting for my son to pick me up. And I'm expressing how I feel abandoned. I feel like there's people that could help me that ain't. Okay? I feel alone in this. And this is how I felt. And I purposely did it because a lot of people on these social media streets only want to show you the good part. But we go through these things. And we think these things. We think that God has forgotten about us. We think that our family don't care about us. Well, where's my friends? Where are these friends that when I was up and stuck, you was there, reaping the benefits of being with a winner? Okay. Where are they? They living it up in their house, and I'm in my fucking car. Oh, dang, I shouldn't say. I'm sorry. Lord, forgive me for mentioning you and trying to encourage them in the Lord and using cuss words. But I was living in my car. Okay? Now, I had prepared for it. I studied how to car camp and everything. And to the few family members that I spoke to about it, when I was going through it, I kind of made it seem like I was ready for it. But still, I feel some type of way. I've never in my life have been evicted. So I don't know what this looked like. I've always had somewhere to go. God has always provided a way out, a way to get to. I always had somewhere else to go. Even, even when the last time I experienced any type of like eviction situation, it was early in my year, early when I was young in college. I didn't pay my dorm fees, you know what I'm saying? But boom, I ended up moving with my cousins before they could put my ish out. You know what I'm saying? And then I had one close call when my son was born, and I got my first apartment by myself. And it was a wrong calculation of some sort like that, and whatever the situation, but God provided. Okay, child. And he provided. So I've always had God always opened a door. And it was the first time in my life it's just like, where's the open door, Lord? Where do I go? I don't have nowhere to go. My best friend had moved back to Connecticut. My other best friend lived in Memphis, and she didn't have the capacity to have me stay with her, to open the door. And other family members, they were going through their thing. There was 3 people that I kind of was walking through with. That my Job friends, right? I had a Job friend that said, "What you do?" You know what I'm saying? Or, this is the consequences of your actions. I had that Job friend. That's what Job's friends did. They came to Saul when he lost everything, and he's in sackcloth and the dust, praying, trying to figure out what the hell, what is really good. You know what I'm saying? And hell is in the word. Don't judge me for hell. Okay, that's in the Bible. Okay, it's a place. But he trying to figure out what is going on here, and he had friends that's like, "Well, what you do?" Nothing. He said, "I don't know. Did I sin? I'm sitting up and trying to figure out, what did I do?" And I'm feeling like maybe I didn't hear God. Maybe I shouldn't have stepped out on faith. Maybe I was wrong, and he's not going to help me out because I should have stayed at my job that I left. You know what I'm saying? And I have friends that was saying it, but I also have family members that was encouraging me because that's all they could give. And I went through it, and God showed up in a way like, use this resource, use that resource. Okay. And then as I started to change my focus and change my thinking, I started to see the exit doors started to open. Family didn't come through because they didn't know. They had no idea what was going on. Because I didn't tell them. I thought they followed me. Okay, anyway, then I had, so I went through all that. Yeah, I looked at the family members, because there are some family members that are sitting up here following me on my social media page, and they knew what was going down. They watched, and they didn't troll because they didn't say anything. They just sat there and watched, and not one of those family members reached out to me, and I felt the type of way. And there was people that I was too prideful to go to, like my living biological father and stuff like that. But I started to change it around, and doors started to open. Family members started to reach out. Friends started helping out where they could. You know what I'm saying? And then there was friends that I found out wasn't really down for me at all. Not that they never was, they just wasn't here for it. But it is what it is. I lost some friends, I gained some new friends, and I got my hope back. But it all came from changing my focus. Change your focus. You win. Okay, you're going through it now. but you will win.